play aggressively in the early game if he wants to, and can try and get those ganks happening as well. As we move over to Gambit, lock in there a couple of picks.
Yeah, and already with Team WE, you have a lot of safety for the Kog'Maw. The fact that you do have the Gragas there, it means that Janna rises up that much higher in priority, and you wanted to see it.
Here we are again. So, Kayn being locked away for Diamond Prox, and he has had some decent success on the champion. The guy plays aggressively early. See whether it's going to work against Condi, who's pretty used to playing against aggressive junglers, given the fact that he's in the LPL.
He's also very used to playing against Kayn. Now, one of our top junglers in the LPL is a guy named Ning, the jungler for Invictus Gaming. He brought out Kayn fast and furious out of the gate, played it multiple times, and Condi has a lot of experience looking across from this champion and understanding all of the chaos and all of the speed that Kayn can bring to a game. So this is not a pick that would catch Team WE off guard. They should know very well how to deal with this.
Well, 957 getting some cheers as he locks away his Shen. And the Varus was actually locked in for blasting there as well. So a lot of damage potential, but it's a little bit of a look back in time as far as the AD carry meta is concerned. And there weren't a lot of bans stopping him from picking something like a Tristana, something like anything else apart from the Kalista and the Xayah.
I mean, it could be a really good read on the fact that you already saw the Kog'Maw, and so you kind of have two different options. You can either look towards a hyper-scaling AD carry as well, or maybe you pick up something like Varus. You expect that the Kog'Maw is going to be flanked by tanks, so you need to be taking some tank shredding ability in your AD carry. You've got a really nice wash of CC or crowd control coming out of Varus and Cho'Gath, so there is a lot of potential that if Kog'Maw steps out of position, that Varus and Cho can really punish him.
Well, now, as the bans are coming in, that is going to be a brand taken away from Gambit.
May not be Licrit, but still in spirit.
Yeah, and of course, in that particular final that Licrit was able to win as Albus Nox Luna, it was Edward that was playing it as well, so everyone in CIS region on the brand hype train. However, not necessarily so much in this meta. I do like the throwback respect, though, as LeBlanc is going to hit the bench. Xie, of course, a pretty fantastic LeBlanc player in the past, and probably still.
Yeah, definitely one of his champions that he looks better on. Xie certainly has been slumping recently. I think that was pretty evident. In his last game, he went down like 20 CS, 30 CS in lane. Kind of touching on the brand really quick, though, it's also a pick that we see in the LPL probably more frequently than you would really expect coming out of a power region. And again, I actually really like Brand in kind of a big tank meta because of his passive and his ability to start shredding and doing more damage to those big, beefy champions.
Yeah, well, the Thresh is going to be the ban away from Edward as well, so the Thresh Prince definitely getting the respect. And Xie's Lucian going to be taken off the board, and he has certainly looked dominant on that champion as well. So Janna going to be taken away for the double disengage most likely here for WE, and I would certainly respect that one. It's been working out so far here at the play-ins. That is going to be that. So Ben locking away the Janna for the Kog'Maw.
But the game plan is not changing for WE. They struggled earlier. Yes, this is the tried and true composition for them. Everything, all of the weight of the world on Mystic's shoulders. But Ben is normally a playmaking support. You know, we don't usually see him on the likes of the Janna. And I thought for sure that they were going to change gears, especially across from Gambit Esports, if they did their homework. Or maybe they're just confident enough that they can allow, you know, picks like that and a very aggressive performance like Diamond Prox's Kayn and just absorb it.
And this is Gambit really moving back to comfort now, as Kira not going to have his Anivia banned away this time, was banned against Lion. Now Edward, what is he going to take? If we were going to go back in time for Oscarin, I'd want the Sona personally. That was my original, this was when his name was Gosu Pep, you know, well back in the day, but Malzahar being considered, and that is going to be locked in. So is that Malzahar support? Could we theoretically have an Anivia support? Malzahar top lane, we're going back to Season 1, Cho'Gath support, yeah?
I'm going to bring some control back into this Champions Select. I'm going to say that it's probably Kira's Anivia. Again, that's his big signature legacy pick for that guy. And Malzahar support, you know, it hasn't been too far off in the distance. We've seen it already pop up in the mid lane position today, and you're still bringing that same incredible lockdown. And speaking of lockdown, that's now very tank on mid. He's going to go through the wall.
Yeah, Xie already down to half health there as well, as he's going to jump forward. Flash comes out from Xie, and Diamond Prox says, well, that's absolutely fine. And Xie is so incredibly low, and he took the Doran's Blade, so that's only one. Oh, God, Kira, the auto attack is there. He's going to need another one as Xie jumps forward. Good flash back as First Blood comes in for Kira. This is what we're expecting from this clutch player.
And this is so punishing because not only did he get the first blood, but he also burned the flash. So it is so easy to look for the same play again, Varus. So where is he going to strike? Is it going to be the mid lane? Is it going to be punishing Mystic?
Who knows, but I'm terrified about it. Feels almost worse than Zach, you know, as Mystic going to take a lot of damage. The flash from Blasting grabs another kill as the Acathian Surprise isn't going to be able to catch up. Just tries to get some minions, but barely does that as well. And we knew that Gambit were capable of this as Shier's going to jump forward. Kira should get egged here and will most likely die. Remember, didn't have the flash, as Condi should be able to deliver this one over to Shier if he wants to. He just spends some time farming. Condi grabs the kill. It's a little bit of a disaster, but still a kill.
Move it around to other lanes, but you would have liked it on the Jace so he can keep step with Anivia.
Well, he's going to try and do it now as there's a knock up onto Blasting. Will have to get himself out of the way, and remember, no flash, and Mystic is going to grab that kill. Now looking for more damage onto Edward. And despite everything that went wrong earlier on, WE looking like they're stabilizing now.
And it was a bold prediction from Condi, the fact that look at all of the vision that Gambit has. So they'll hold on for a second, because mid lane.
Yeah, once again, no egg this time as the body slam right at the edge. Teleport not in time as 957 comes down. That's going to have to be cancelled as WE can head towards this Infernal Drake if they want to with 957's help.
And that's what Gambit Esports were trying to play around, was the Shin ultimate. So they make the delayed swap after the tower fortification. They want to go into the Shin lane because they don't want to play cross map because the Shin will just drop down.
7 has actually been able to pull ahead by about 12 CS. Should be able to get some work done on this turret at the same time. The Cho'Gath just wandering through the jungle, but you're right. I mean, it's not necessarily about that. There's the Nethergrass, Blasting looking for it. Oh, that layering CC was stunning as Edward's going to be able to lock down the kill. Mystic trying to get one back, buying time as Shie makes his way in. Edward in trouble, to the skies comes down, but it's a great flash timing for Edward to get himself out of the way, and Kira turns up in the nick of time. Barrel comes in, Condi just bops him. 957 turns up. Everyone getting in here like the credits are rolling, something like that. Names coming down, and Diamond procs Umbral Trespass onto Shie, gets himself out of the way, but not out of the way of the Acathian Surprise. And this is insane. Kill after kill for everyone, but it's going in WE's favor. In the end, it's a 1 for 4.
And PvP Steos is the only member of Gambit Esports to limp.
Support me, definitely don't do that. It's going to make you even more upset. Diamond Prox looking to try and lock down this Rift Herald. Condi wants to get himself over, but not going to be able to land that one, and is a little bit upset here as he pops his way in. Oh, fantastic aim on the cask, and the flash taunt comes in. Diamond Prox punished in every way, and it's Mystic that gets the kill.
And now this Kog'Maw is suddenly, it's like they're trying to fit more into kind of the Korean meta.
Yeah, I actually really like it because we know 957 is a fantastic carry player himself, so that can be flexed theoretically, as we've got a top lane fight towards the bottom side of the map, but look, that's why we don't talk about it, because
this is Team WE out of the river. They need to attend to this buff, which gives them full control over this Infernal. They quickly burn it and take it for free, so...
He's looking for it, jumps into the skies, lots of AoE damages. There's the Nethergrass, but 957 turns up. Massive knockback from Condi, who just destroys Gambit. And Kira's going to go down as well. We said Shie was slumping. Well, it's not this game, as they're still looking for more. The slow comes in, but 957 not wanting to dive just yet. And it's like WE is saying, you can have all the dragons, we'll just kill you.
They figured it out. They can't start the dragon. That's when the team fights go sideways. They wait for the other team to start the dragon now. But they do have control of the creep wave, and they do have a lot of pushing pressure with the Jace as well as the Kog'Maw behind them.
Yeah, you may think that that's only 2 caster creeps. That doesn't matter. They got 5 people here and a heck of a lot of damage. Move back up through. You could imagine that they want to take down the mid turret, but Diamond Prox is there. And they're able to actually grab one back. So as far as objectives, I'm feeling okay for Gambit. Not bad.
For tower trade as well as the...
Diamond Prox. Steos, oh, he's in so much trouble. Not a lot of mana. Shear's just going to knock him back into the wall. And yeah, Kira can't quite flap enough. And he's going to cancel that teleport.
And unfortunately, that was the play from Gambit Esports, and it's hold on.
That was the most instant flash I've ever seen, as Diamond Prox going to Shadow Step his way in. Blades Reach doesn't get the knock up, and Steos is going to pay for it.
Condi has Cask.
Another party?
Celebration.
Okay, we'll see whether Diamond can actually affect this a little bit more now, as the inhibitor turret is in trouble. It's a 4 versus 5, and WE can throw out a lot of poke. Another cast to come down. Taunt in at exactly the right time as he uses the ultimate to get a bunch of his health back. Does so effectively, and Condi has to body slam for his life. Walks back into a stun as well. Somehow doesn't die. Living Artillery! The execution damage is enough to get rid of Blasting. That should spell the end of this turret as they tank it up and take it down. Inhibitor should follow, and WE playing with aggression here at the 22 minutes. What's the point?
Oh, this is dangerous. PvP stay house.
Oh, he's
Good
being
night, sweet
picked
prince.
on. The taunt is available there for 957. Lands it all too easily as Shea looking for the damage. He doesn't want to get eaten still, but the rest of WE going to turn up. I mean, that felt like we shouldn't have really shown it, to be honest. Not a whole lot.
Single brush and denying Gambit any sort of opportunity to abuse Fog of War to find these sneaky picks and to try to create a 4v5 or 3v5 disadvantage.
And we have to remember as well that, I mean, this Gambit squad does have a lot of wave clear. Remember back, I mean, we were talking about CLGU from the old times. That was Froggen, he was the Anivia player, and what did he do? He stalled out games for hours and hours. As there's the knock-up on a Mystic, has to flash to get himself out of the way after using the QSS, but there's just too much damage here for WE, and Shea was left unattended. Diamondprox doesn't want to be tanking those shock blasts. So at least the Glacial Storm is in there. But Gambit barely holding on now, and they always just seem to lose one from every skirmish, and in the meantime, Super Creep's destroying the base.
And unfortunately, there's not a lot that Gambit's composition can do if they lose control over vision of an area, because they need to find the pick. They can't simply try to, start a flanking fight. They don't really have those options. They don't have the Gragas, but hold on top.
Yeah, Condi's going to be taken down. That's the shutdown going over to Diamondprox as well as Mystic. He was just concentrating on the turret, now wanting to turn things around. Ardent Sensor in there trying to help him out, but that's going to be the double kill. Somehow Diamondprox grabs one back. That's the shutdown in for blasting. And can Gambit turn it around is the question. Acathian
and just feed Gambit some kills, but excellent job picking that up.
Makes the game so much more exciting, though, I tell you that much. Shea looking to head back home as Edward does not want to face tank this guy. And he just, cool guys don't look at explosions, man. Like, terrifying. She has so much damage.
Oh, here comes the teleport, though. Double teleport. One on the bottom, one on the top of your screen.
Because the Baron just spawned yet again. And what do Gambit want to do? They want to kill Baron. They're like, oh, he's got all his fancy new clothes on. That must mean that he's worth a little bit more. And the wall, it's going to be in there. This is a 50-50 Baron, though, stolen from Condi. Your mystery gifting feels better, but Gambit certainly doesn't as Shea still looking for more. The flash comes in from Mystic to try and get himself over there. I believe he used the blasting cone because that one was still on cooldown. So that is going to be Shadow Step. Diamondprox trying to get himself out of the way. At least has his Q to help him out as 957 trying to hold on to the rest of Gambit. But thankfully they only lose one. As now Edward desperately trying to hold on to his base. They lost a Nexus turret. And blasting. Oh, know what he can do on Cogmore, and he certainly does as well, as this Ginsu's is charged up, ready to go. And there is an egg now standing in their way. I'm not entirely sure what happened. How do you taunt an egg? I'm not sure, but Mystic says he just wants to kill it. Minions are streaming into the base. There's only one Nexus turret here, and Gambit desperately trying to hold on. Diamondprox is going to fall, and despite the fact that they get an ultimate down onto Mystic, which should be a good thing, it's just not going to be enough. They're too far behind, and WE looking to go 2-0 themselves. Cloud9 successful as the Tier 1 seed, and WE looking to do the same thing with a home crowd here on day one.
Rebranded, re-rostered, and remembered. Team WE finish what they started in